Yo, what it do, y'all? This is your brother Jay International tapping back in once again. Sorry for the noise. There's literally an ambulance coming at me as we speak, or a fire truck, but we got to do it. We got to get it in when we can, man. I'm a working class man, blue collar brother, but you know, when you want to do something, you got to do it whenever you got the time to do it. So, with that being stated, this video is about something that I've been contemplating in my own personal life. And that video is basically what I've been contemplating is what is the definition? What is the definition of a true friend? And what made me think about this subject, what made me, want to talk about this is something that I recently accomplished in my life. Something that I can write off my bucket list, right? There's a lot of things that I've done in my life that I can check off my bucket list. And I said, I did that, you know what I'm saying? Like travel the world. I did that. Um, what else? Numerous, like, it's a few things that I could say that I've done. But one of the things that I didn't get to check off my bucket list was writing a book. Now, the idea of writing a book wasn't my original idea. It wasn't an idea that I came up to. I got to give it up to this brother that I used to see when I was jogging in Oakland, California. He be jogging too, and he happened to follow me on my Facebook at a time when I was doing a lot of traveling. I was traveling a lot at this time, and I was just posting it on Facebook. I was posting all the places, all the destinations I was going, and videos and stuff like that. And I kind of got like a following, right? I got a following on Facebook. So he was one of the brothers that was watching me, and he said, "You know what you should do?" He said, "You should write a book." That's what he said, and I never thought about that. Like before, I read a lot. I read a lot of books. I got a great library, and I've always been a reader. But I've never thought about making my own book until he said, looking at my travels and looking all at my travel experience, he said, "You should write a book. You should write a book." And I said, "You know what? Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Maybe I should write a book." And I wrote that book. I wrote that book, and well, I started the process of writing the book. I started the process of writing the book, and I just started writing. I was on trip. I was on a vacation in Cancun, or Playa del Carmen to be exact, and I was sitting in my Airbnb, just chilling, right? And I just said, you know what? I want to start writing. And so I just start. I had my journal. I had bought a big journal, and I just started writing. I just started writing, and that writing, it turned in to the concept of the book that I wrote, which is The Art of Low Cost Travel. You can buy it on Amazon. It's available on Amazon right now. The Art of Low Cost Travel, and I have a link in the description. But I just started writing, and I sat on the book for a long time. I must admit, like the book was finished. I had a sister. She proofread it, and she said it was a good book. She said it was a good, good to go. And even after she read it, like 2 or 3 years, I sat on it. I sat on the book, and I finally said, you know what? Tomorrow's not promised. I was listening to Les Brown, and Les Brown said, a lot of people go to the grave with their gifts, books that were never written, ideas that were never brought to fruition. So I said, you know what? I got to put this book out because nobody knows what the next day, what nobody knows what comes the next day. Tomorrow's not promised. So I went ahead and I said, this year I got to do it, and I just put it out, right? And I, after I published it on Amazon, I shot the link to some people that I consider friends. And that's going to be the concept of this video. Friends. What is a true friend? But I shot the link to people that I consider friends, and I didn't get no response from them. I didn't get, oh, congratulations, you did it. It was kind of like crickets. And I just thought, are these people really true friends? Are they true friends? And so I looked on Chat GPT. Yeah, I use Chat GPT a lot now. But I typed in to my Chat GPT that I've created my Chat GPT to be very direct with me. So as you use Chat GPT more often, as you got to create an account. You just can't get on it. Like, you have to create an account, and as you use it, it stores your memory, all the questions that you ask, and pretty much I've structured my Chat GPT to be very direct with me, to not give me no BS, no none of that. Give me no fluff. Like, tell it to me straight. So when I ask my Chat GPT, what is the definition of a true friend? This is what I got. A true friend is someone who has your back when shit hits the fan, not just when it's convenient. Yeah, see, I got it to say, it talks to me the way I want to be talked to, right? Tells you the truth even when it's uncomfortable or might piss you off. Doesn't disappear when you're struggling or broke or have nothing to offer. Doesn't compete with you, secretly resent you, or try to one up you. Shows up not with excuses, but with presence, support, or silence, if that's what you need. Wants the best for you, even if it means you grow apart or surpass them. Respects your boundaries, your values, and your time. They don't guilt you or manipulate you. No fluff, no fake loyalty, no fair weather energy. A true friend is real, reliable, and reciprocates, right? Now, I also had to type in to it. I said, okay, now give me the standard Merriam-Webster dictionary definition. Let me drink some water, y'all. Gotta hydrate. It's hot out here in Southern California. Now, according to Merriam-Webster dictionary, the definition of a friend is a noun, one attached to another by affection or esteem, one that is not hostile, one who is not an enemy, a favored companion. Examples, usage. She is my best friend. He is my best friend. They've been friends since childhood. Now, this is what ChatGPT put at the end of that, is the dictionary gives the formal definition, but it doesn't always capture the depth, loyalty, or boundaries real friendship required. That's where real life experience fills in the gaps. Now, I would like to say, in relation to, and this is what made me think about this, right, is that I would think, a true friend would support that friend's endeavors if they have the ability to. Like, if they don't have, like, let's say, financially, they don't have the means to help right now, right? But they might give to you what they can, right? Or in the case of me, come on now. Now, the Kindle version is only like $7. The book is like, paperback is like 12. So, I mean, in the United States, if you don't have at least $7, Like, come on, if you're working, you at least got $7 to give. That's a coffee at Starbucks. That's a bag of chips, whatever. Like, but even if you don't plan to even if you don't plan to read that book, but just supporting your friend, like, hey, I may not even plan to read your book, bro. I might say, congratulations, you did it, you know, great job or whatever, and buy your book and never even plan to read your book. Maybe I don't like to read. Maybe whatever. I'm just not interested in the subject. But the thing is, I support you because you are my friend. I support you in your endeavors just to show you that I support you. And if a friend can't do that, or the person that you call a friend, then you have to question that friendship. You have to question that friendship because maybe this person is not a friend. They're not like, as I said, you may have a product and let's say it costs $500. Let's say you're an entrepreneur, you got a product, $500. Maybe your friend, now you're supposed to give your friend a discount. Like, I mean, if this is your friend, hey man, I'll give you 50% off. You know what I'm saying? If you want to buy it, I got you 50% off, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or you might just throw them a little bit just because on the strength. But your friend should say, hey, you know what? Even if you give it to your friend for free, hey man, here you go. Here go. This, I ain't got much, but here goes something. Or even if you don't give it to them for free, hey man, I don't have enough to right now. I'm tight. My money's tight. This, that, and the other. But this is what I can do, man. But if a friend, this person you call a friend, can't even do that, they can't even throw just a crumb at you just to show you that they support you, that's not a friend, man. And you need to question that person and that friendship that you and that person has. And you probably need to either just keep your distance. You ain't got to call them or text them or cuss them out. Just say, okay, I see what it is. And probably just say, okay, this person is an acquaintance. If I see him in the public, if we happen to be at the same place at the same time, I'll acknowledge them, and I'll say, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? And I'll keep it moving. Because this ain't a true friend. And you've already established that, right? By the fact that if you do something and they don't support you in any way that they can, whether it's congratulations, whether it's, man, I knew you could, whatever it is, right? It could just be moral support. If they don't do that, that's not a true friend. That's an acquaintance. And so with that being said, I got to get on this road. This is your brother Jay International. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Cop my new book on Amazon right now, The Art of Low Cost Travel, available on Kindle and paperback. Peace.